As a nation, New Zealanders are blessed with access to world-class food products, grown and processed right in our own backyard.
Thank you very much.
But while we might think that we're emptying our plates of this delicious food, the harsh truth is that we're wasting it. A lot of it.
Food waste is a massive issue globally. It's actually been estimated that 40% of the food produced is wasted. Now, given the finite resources that go into making the food and the carbon emissions that come out of it, to start addressing this problem, we actually need to know exactly what is happening and why it's happening across our whole food system.
This journey begins at the University of Otago, ground zero in New Zealand's battle against food waste. Here, a specialist, multi-talented team are battling this tsunami of scraps, and they're always looking for help. Professor Miranda Morosa is the head of the Department of Food Science at Otago University and a passionate advocate for addressing the issue of food waste.
So the University of Otago and the Department of Food Science are the go-to organisation for sustainable food systems research and teaching. We've got a wonderful academic staff that teach into our undergraduate programs, and we really have, I guess, a farm to fork coverage. So we start at production, we go through manufacturing right through to the end consumer. So right from when students join us in their first year, we expose them to the issue. They learn about the food industry, the supply chain, and where food is lost and wasted across that. As they move into their second year, they start to understand food and its components and how to extract value from waste. In their third year, they really get their hands dirty and they sort of get some really practical technical skills where they work on industry-sponsored projects. This year we have a couple of groups which are looking at upcycling waste from the walnut industry. So as a byproduct of pressing walnuts for oil, there's a number of waste streams associated with that. And so these groups are taking those and looking at developing new products from those.
Jessica O'Connor's PhD studies are focusing on food loss and waste solutions.
My research is looking at beef and dairy, and I've talked with farmers and people who work at processors and have gotten quantitative data from both those areas. Farmers don't have a whole lot of options for where they put their byproducts in waste. What I'd like to see happen from my research is greater awareness of the need to measure and make use of the losses, wastes and byproducts that are happening on farms and at processors.
As part of the new product development course, these students are looking for innovative and tasty solutions to the food waste epidemic by upcycling something that would normally go to waste. And there are plenty more leftovers from the food production industry that could be used this way. Dunedin's iconic Emerson's Brewery is already consulting with the Food Waste Innovation Research Group to find a more productive use for some of their byproducts. General Manager Todd Gordon is looking for clever and motivated students to help Emerson's find a new use for a nutritious and high-quality ingredient that normally goes to waste.
Our founder, Richard Emerson, has always been really passionate about what he can do for his local community, and he is very passionate about sustainability. So any opportunity that we've got to reduce the various different things that we use throughout the brewing process, we'll absolutely do that. And any way that we can look to recycle or reuse some of the spent materials in the process, then we'd love to look at those opportunities as well. A big one would be spent grain. So in the brewing process, there's a lot of spent grain that comes out the back end of that. At the moment that goes to animal feed, so it doesn't go to waste per se, but it would be great if that could be used, if some clever student could use those materials to be made into chips or muesli bars or whatever it may be. I think that would be a great opportunity that would be really exciting. They're awesome people at the university, we know them well, they're just down the road, we work with them fairly regularly, and I just think it's a great relationship. And it's really special to Richard. His dad worked at the university, he's had long relationships at the university, and it's something that's just really near and dear to him. The food waste problem, the environmental challenge that we've got, the role of sustainability, I think obviously everyone's got a role to play in that. And I think from an Emerson's perspective, if we can minimise our impact on the environment, maintain really good sustainability programs that we do, while creating economic benefit or helping create a new business, That's in turn going to support the university. It's going to support students to learn and grow. They'll have a lot of fun when they do it along the way. So it's sort of like, why wouldn't you do that? And we'd love to play a part in that.
The scale of the food waste problem is daunting. Yet all around us, there are opportunities to find clever, sustainable and tasty ways to help.
Students that do choose to come here, they can come here with the knowledge that what they do matters, that their research and their learning here contributes to positive impacts for New Zealand and our food systems.
I would say to any student considering what to do next to come to Otago. Your sustainability journey starts here.